Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. All right, my people. Couple of cricket stories to look at in this one. Now, we see where Guyana Harpy Eagles captain Tevin Imlach has finally broken his silence on the ball tampering matter, right? We have had several conversations surrounding this, but it's the first time we are hearing from the captain. So we're going to be looking at what he has to say. Plus, we are also going to be zooming in on the Breakout T20 League. CWI, they posted on their website that tickets are now up and available. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That's the only payment we ask for on this channel, subscribing. All right. Taking this story here from the Sportsmax website. Tevin Imlach, right? Captain Fantastic is what they're calling him based on the work that he has done for Guyana over the past couple of years, right? So we all know about the ball tampering incident, which a couple of players accepted the penalties for. We see where CWI personnel came out and addressed it. They did not address it specifically, they just spoke about how they want to make sure the game is played with integrity and all of that. But we know exactly what they were referring to. Now, it's good to hear what Tevin Imlach is saying. So let's take a look at it. So this is him, and I quote, "Obviously, it is very disappointing because we played 6 rounds of good cricket, right? 6 rounds of good cricket. No issues. And you come into the final game in a very good position. And for something like that to happen, and for something like that to come up is very disappointing. Not only for me, but for the team in general. That part is very important. Not only for me, but for the team in general." Right? He go on to say, "It would have clouded everything, cast a shadow over everything we did prior to the final encounter. Everything we achieved and worked for in the tournament. This is not something you want to see. And with this option and with the options available to the players, they choose to accept it with the aim of moving forward." You hear that? They choose to accept it with the aim of moving forward. End quote for now. That is why we're saying it doesn't matter if we are a die-hearted supporter. Once something happens and it is not in accordance to what we want to see, instead of trying to blame the other team or blame people, let us look at what our team did wrong. Say, boy, this was wrong. Let us not have it again and let's move on. But to blame everybody else in the world except the people that were involved is really strange, especially when they come out and accept the charges. You understand? It's really, really strange. Now, he went on to say, "I have built my entire career through hard work, dedication, and commitment to playing the game the right way. Cricket has always meant more to me than just winning. It's about integrity, discipline, and respect for the sport." End quote for now. So he's saying all the right things, my people. He's saying all the right things. Obviously, he's not throwing anyone under the bus or, because he can't just come out and say, boy, the players decided to do this by themselves. And, you're going to let him seem as if, you're going to let it seem as if he's a weak leader. But at the same time, he cannot come out and say, boy, I instructed him to do that. So I think this way, how we went about it here is the right way. You understand? Take it, accept it as a team, learn from it and move on. You understand? And that is the only way we can improve as people. That is the only way. You understand? I've always said, as die-hearted supporters, I know sometimes it's very difficult, especially when we think the entire world is against us. You understand? We think the entire world is against us and our team. So sometimes when our team, when a man might do something, it's very difficult to call him out because you think the entire world is against them. But one thing I will say is I am happy with, might not be 100% happy with how it was dealt with by the officials. You understand? But I am happy with the fact that the players, they accepted it, they accepted it, you know, so they know that they are moving on, and you know they need to learn from it. Captain is speaking the right way here. You understand? I think this is the final thing that we wanted to see where this matter is concerned. Seeing that CW has already settled it in terms of what the punishments are, it seems they have already settled it. I think people would be happy to hear from the captain, right? So you know, we say shout out to him. Now let's take a look at a couple other things. Talking about the title, this is what Imlach had to say, and I quote: "This title ranks very high for me because to win a 4-day title is not an easy job, and it actually come out and to actually come out and win this once again, it's very special." Right? He said we are getting accustomed to winning them, but every year gives a different challenge, something, and gives a different challenge, something new, and a better feeling once we win. End quote. So that is Tevin Imlach there, my people, talking about, you know, his team getting across the line. He also spoke about test cricket. So this is it, and I quote: "It's not just about playing test cricket. It is about the work you do to get there. And if you can find joy in joy and practice and getting better, if you can find joy in practice and getting better every single day, makes the moment even more special when you get to the ultimate prize." End quote for now. So once again, I will say, you know, it was good to hear the captain Tevin Imlach coming out and speaking on this, and we look to move forward. Once again, congratulations to Guyana Harpy Eagles and winning the championship. All right, just before we go, my people, we see where CWI they have indicated that tickets are now available for the Breakout T20 League. And just to remind you, the Breakout T20 League will run from the 25th of April to the 10th of May. From the 25th of April to the 10th of May. And the games will be at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Right? So if you are able to, you know, you go and get your ticket and go out and watch some cricket. You know, they say games will start at 9 a.m. and yeah, hold on. Box office hours. Match day open from 9 a.m. and remains open throughout the games also. That's when the games when the office is when the office will be open. But on the first game will start on the 25th, right? And that's going to be at 2 p.m. We will have Guyana Rainforest Rangers versus Windward Islands Infernos, and that will be at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy, right? So that's what's going to happen on the first game at 2 p.m. Then we'll also see the second game that will go ahead at 7 p.m. on the same day. Trinidad and Tobago Legions will go up against Barbados Pelicans. So yeah, that is pretty much it, my viewers and subscribers. Tickets are now available. You all can go and check out CWI's website to see and to get more information as it relates to all of that. They say fans can now purchase tickets in their preferred viewing locations from the Windies Tickets service, and that's at www.ticketswindiescricket.com. They say ticket prices start at just TNT $60, right? $60, offering affordable access to top-tier cricket action. So once again, if you are able to, go out and support the youngsters. Big up everybody. Bless.